Hello everybody. Happy Easter. It's Teacher Alison from Engli-teach, and I am just going to see if I can get that to play again. How is everybody? Welcome to today's lesson. We have lots of fun things to do today. I hope you're all ready for it. Ready. First of all, I want to play you my cute little bunny because we're celebrating Easter. Lots of eggs. Let me know in the comments if you are celebrating Easter and if you have got any eggs. I'm going to share one of my favourite eggs with you, a Cadbury's cream egg. Do you do this in your country? So we have one big chocolate egg and very good. And then smaller ones inside, like this, for example. I love these. Anyway, on with today's English lesson, which is all about tag questions. Tag questions. I thought this would be really useful for you. It's a common part of English that lots of learners of English just don't use. Often learners of English either make a statement or ask a question. Tag questions are when you turn a statement into a question, and they're really useful. Today we're going to look at how you create them, how you make them, why, and we're going to practice some positive and some negative tag questions in lots of different tenses, past, present and future. So stay tuned. It's going to be a quick lesson, maybe 10 minutes, but 10 minutes of great value. Are you ready? Okay. Tell me in the comments where you are studying from or watching from with Engli-teach. And I just need to put you up on my main screen here. Or watching from with Engli-teach. Okay, right. So we have hello Ali, hello Jamel, hello Rim. Hello. You want one. What do you want? You want an egg. I can't read your name because it's in Arabic, but what do you want? An egg. And I had some chocolate bunnies as well, but they've been eaten. Yum. Okay, all right. So tag questions. Let's get to it. Can everybody hear me okay? Yes? All right. So tag questions are a really important part of the English language, and tag questions are made using an auxiliary verb, so be or have, which are the two main ones in English, and a subject pronoun, I, you, she, he, for example. We can use them in a positive way and also in a negative way. Negative question tags are usually contracted. So instead of saying it is warm today, we say it's warm today, isn't it? Okay, not is it not, which is quite often a little thing that sometimes gets a little bit misplaced. Okay, Oh, wow. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming along. Okay, so let's get started with looking at how we create tag questions. So the rule is this. Usually, if the main clause is positive, the question tag that comes at the end is a negative. Okay, don't worry, because I'm going to show you some examples and then you're going to do some with me. And if the main clause is negative, okay, then the question tag is a positive. So think of it kind of like maths, a positive and a negative. Okay, think of it like that. It might help you. And if you have any questions, drop it in the comments. Okay, so let's have a look at an example. It's cold, isn't it? Now, isn't it is used so much in English. It's cold, isn't it? Or, it isn't cold, is it? So it's something you really have to get your mouth around. It's cold today, isn't it? Oh, it's cold, isn't it? Or, it isn't cold, is it? It isn't cold, is it? Can you see how we've taken the positive, it's cold, isn't it, and turned it into a negative, or used it as a negative? Ali Malika says, if a sentence is affirmative, tag Q will be negative. Yes, yes, affirmative. That sounds very affirmative. But yes, affirmative you can say as well as positive. Ali Malik. And let's give Ali a little... You know I like these. It livens it up. Okay, so you tell me what this should be. Tell me the answer. Put it in the comments. And whilst you're doing that, I'm just going to say, if this is your first time here learning English with Engli-teach, first of all, why? And second of all, if you go along to engli-teach.com, you can sign up for your free access account, get lots of treats, lots of resources, lots of lesson plans, and you also get little videos on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so she's Italian. What should this be? What should the tag be? She's Italian. Is that the answer? She's Italian, it's hot? No. She's Italian. Ali Malik. She's Italian, isn't she? Yes. Well done, Ali. She's Italian, isn't she? Yes, that is correct. She's Italian, isn't she? Can you see how we've used a contraction here on the end? It's she's Italian, isn't she? Not she's Italian, is not she? This is how sometimes people get their word order a little bit jumbled. Use contractions. I know they're difficult to pronounce at the beginning, but they will help you out a lot in English. Native English speakers use contractions all the time. She's Italian, isn't she? Yes. Okay, so Jamel, this is a prime example of what I was saying. She's Italian, is not she. We can't say is not she. It's not correct, and you would probably confuse the person you were speaking to. She's Italian, isn't she? Okay, excellent. Let's go on to the next one. They live in London. They live in London. Who can tell me? They live in London. What is the answer? They live in London. Ooh, silence dooms on the comments. They live in London. Okay, let's see what everybody's put. Ramel says they live in London, aren't they? Jamel says they live in London, aren't they? Are you sure? Ali Malik is almost right. They live in London, don't they? Okay, Abdul says they live in London, aren't they? This is interesting. There are so many people saying aren't they? They live in London, they aren't. And okay. Well, Ali Malik is right, but you put a capital letter where it should be a small letter. They live in London, don't they? They live in London, don't they? So, well done, Ali Malik. So, well done everyone else for trying, but no, it's not right. I'm going to have to give you a little medals, I think. They live in London, don't they? So the intonation of the voice goes up. Always with the tag question, the intonation of your voice is really important. Don't say the tag in a flat tone like you might do the statement. This is a statement, this part here. So this is a statement voice, affirmative voice. They live in London, don't they? So here you have the question mark. Whenever you see a question mark in a sentence, your voice should also indicate it's a question by going up. They live in London, don't they? Okay, well done. Excellent, Ali Malik. All right, I'm looking at the comments as we go along. Now I'm going to go on to my next one. He had forgotten his wallet, Frongley. He had forgotten his wallet. What is that? He had forgotten his wallet. Tell me what it is. Okay, he had forgotten his wallet. Abdul says, don't they? Abdul, they is a plural. And here we're saying he. So it's a man or masculine, could be a boy, but it's a wallet. So I think it's going to be an adult male. He had forgotten his wallet. So it's not they, it's definitely going to be he. What about aren't they? No. Jamel says he had forgotten his wallet. He had forgotten his wallet, hadn't he? Yes, Jamel, you got it right. But again, I think you've used a capital because you're writing in the comments. So this would not be a capital, hadn't he? He had forgotten his wallet, hadn't he? Practice saying this out loud where you are, because it's not an easy statement or question to say. He had forgotten his wallet, hadn't he? Again, hadn't he? Voice goes up. Well done, Jamel. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to try and leave as many of these up on the screen as possible so that you can see the pattern. Okay, the next one. John must stay. John must stay. Da-da-da. John must stay. Da-da-da. What is the da-da-da? Let me know. John must stay. Why must John stay? John must stay. Any takers? No? Okay. John must stay. Any takers? Yes, Ali, very good. Ali has got this right. Let's bring him to the broadcast. Okay, Ali, well done. John must stay. Mustn't he? Good. Yeah. So well done, Ali. So mustn't, or lots of people say mustn't, and that's not how you pronounce it. It's mustn't. John must stay. Mustn't he? Mustn't he? Mustn't he? The T, the first T is a silent T. John must stay. Mustn't he? Okay, well done. Excellent, everybody. Okay. Now imagine you are going out for a meal. The world has returned back to normal. Restaurants are open or nightclubs are open. We could go out. Yay! So what are you going to say? We aren't late. Doo-doo. We aren't late. You arrive somewhere and you think you're late, but you're not. So what are you going to say? Very good. Ramel has got to the answer. Very good, Ramel. We aren't late, are we? Excellent, Ramel. We aren't late, are we? So maybe you've arrived somewhere and everybody's started to eat their dinner, or the meal has started to be served, and you might say, oh no, we aren't late, are we? Are we? And normally someone would say, no, of course not. Come on in, make yourself at home, for example. Okay, all right. However, it gets to dessert time and someone has eaten all the cake. And you say, she hasn't eaten all the cake. She hasn't eaten all the cake. What is the answer? She hasn't eaten all the cake. Well done, Ali Malika. She hasn't. Oh, Ali, you haven't put a full a capital letter. Well done. She hasn't eaten all the cake, has she? She hasn't eaten all the cake, has she? Like disbelief. Your voice needs to show disbelief, surprise, question. She hasn't eaten all the cake, has she? Shock. Yes, she ate the entire cake. Okay, next. You get home and you find out that, where is it here? Whoop, come back. Here we go. You hadn't been sleeping. You hadn't been sleeping. What do you think the answer is? You hadn't been sleeping. Good, Rim. Yes, Rim is the first one. You hadn't been sleeping, had you? I tried calling you, but you didn't answer. You hadn't been sleeping, had you? Can you see how we put this into conversation? Okay, you hadn't been sleeping, had you? So tell me, honestly, do you use tag questions, not in your own language, but when you're speaking English? Are you using tag questions? Do you use tag questions? Tell me now in the comments. Yes, Alison, I use tag questions. Or no, I do not use tag questions. If you don't use them, start to use them, and you'll really see how your conversation becomes a lot more interactive, and your English communication becomes a lot more interactive. Because one of the prime benefits of a tag question is like the ping pong approach. Instead of just saying, you hadn't been sleeping, no one can really reply to that. But you hadn't been sleeping, had you? And then the other person is going to reply. So it's, you hadn't been sleeping, had you? Yeah, I'm sorry, or no, not at all. And it starts to open up conversation. So I know for lots of you, when you are speaking English, I know when non-native